Okay, I got it out. And so the parts they're cleaner, right? I probably could have wiped some of this sludge off of there before I got started, but I think I like to see the water turn really gross when I do this. Anyway, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to wipe some of this stuff that's been kind of loosened up, and I'm going to wipe it down. I'm going to clean the water. I'm going to run it through another cycle. That way we can kind of keep tabs on how much stuff keeps coming off of here. So let's do that. So I went ahead and washed all this stuff off with, or I guess rinsed it off with some warm water, and we'll start putting it back together here. First thing we'll want to do is we'll throw this main jet seat back in. Whoops, it goes right here. Give it a little snug up with a 10mm. Okay, from here though, here's where we got to make some decisions. And I will show this up on the screen. But according to KTM, our starting area, our starting jet size that we want to be for 7,500 to 10,000 feet is a 38 Pilot and a 115 main. Anyway, so like we'd start putting this together, we'd put the main jet seat back in, and we're going to go ahead. What came out of it was a 110. I was told a 108 would be best. It would be better, and KTM tells me to use a 115. I'd rather it be leaner, so the lower the number, the leaner it's going to be. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to try the 108, and we'll see how that goes for our main jet. For our Pilot, let's see what came out of there. 45 came out of there. That is actually stock for low. We're going to throw a 38 in there. That is like the Colorado Pilot jet of the century right there, 38. Alright, so let's put our float back on. So our needle goes back down into the slide, and this guy, a little plastic bit that comes out of there with it. And to figure out whether it's this way or this way, you put it in there, hold it down. If the needle goes up and down, it's upside down. So, okay, needle's in there pretty firm. So we'll throw our air mixture screw back in, and we're going to take it all the way down until it seats. There we go. I'm going to turn it back out to where it was. 1.5 turns, just a place to start. Usually it should be between 1 and 2 turns. If you got to adjust it past that, it usually means you either got to go up or down a jet size. Idle screw, which is plastic, so be careful you don't cross thread it. I'm going to take it all the way in until it gets pretty tight, and then come out 2 turns. 1, 2. Okay. So when you're putting this together, you want to really make sure that you don't forget to put any parts in, which I did. Spring that had come out earlier that I said went to the float valve, that is incorrect. It goes in with where your air mix screw goes in. I almost forgot that. So I'm putting that in now. That actually increases the likelihood that this thing is going to start when we put this thing back in. There we go. Fixed. Okay, after some serious messing around with this thing, I finally got it back on the boots. And that was a pain in the butt. Alright guys, moment of truth. Got some fresh gas in there, just enough to run it for a minute. Let me see. Gas is on, check. Fresh gas, check. Lucky boot, check. I'm gonna put the choke on. This has been 70 years. Check. Oh, 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 oh. Oh, oh. Oh no. Well, it definitely runs. Oh. Let's let this place air out.